And we are live. Hello, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are. Um, Thank you for joining us this evening. I have the lovely ladies, Michelle from Astrological Tarot. I have Tanys Coughlan from Twillow Lifestyle. And Michelle does her own videos. Tanys does hers as well, but they also come together once a week. And now I'm assuming now Gerald is a regular every Wednesday with you ladies
He's a regular on Twillow Talk.
on Twillow Talk. Okay.
Yeah, but it's every 6 weeks.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So yep, here people. I know people will be coming in. So hi Bella, welcome. And Michelle's in the chat. Hi Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
I'm just saying hi to everyone.
Where are we here?
So I know there's several shows going. So people, thank you for popping in when you can. If you watch the playback later, be sure to hit the like button and leave a comment after the show for me and for Tanys, because that way that could help build our channels and help us with, the good old algorithm thingamajiggy, as I like to call it. Fogo Pogo, hello. Good to
Hey,
see
Kaylee.
you.
Kaylee?
Nice to see people coming. Now, Kaylee, is that her name?
Kaylee.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Kaylee.
Yeah,
Okay,
she's
so
fabulous.
Kaylee, nice to
Super
meet
creative.
you.
Yeah.
So, oh, excuse me, I had to do a little bit of dinner before because it's been a busy day. So if I burp a little bit, my apologies. I'm not trying to be unladylike.
You're
Hi,
just we're good.
Samantha.
You're just processing energy. That's what we're saying. You're
Yeah,
processing
energy. There we go. I like that. Samantha. So people will be start coming in. So we don't get started too late. So Michelle, why don't you go ahead for people who may not know too much about you and your channel. You have quite an extensive resume of certifications, and I go ahead. I would love for you to share with everybody anything you would like about yourself.
Of course. Of
What
course.
you
Well,
do.
I fell in love with astrology at a very young age. And according to my current guru,
Is this
Kamilaji,
okay, or do you prefer the other?
No,
either way is
this is
fine.
fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes people
Yeah.
are like, "Woo!" Okay, it's
No,
great.
it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, when I got interested in astrology at around the age of 9 when I was on a Girl Scout camping trip. And we had to get our what was something, I think it was like the Stargazer's badge. It was something like that, where we had to identify all of the astronomical constellations. And I was one of the younger girls in the troop, and my best friend, who was much older than me at the time, said, "Oh, that's Delphinus. That's my star group. I'm an Aquarius." And I looked at her and I go, "What the heck is that?" And she goes, "My stone's an amethyst." And I'm like, "Am a what?" And so she kind of
Little did
introduced me
you
to,
know.
yes, she introduced me to the woo, and
The woo.
woo, and
The woo.
I grew up in the military, but like Navy, and so we moved around all the time. And my way of making friends was to guess their astrological sign based on all of the books and stuff I was reading uh, in the library, normally at lunch. So I was one of those lunchtime like library kids. Books don't, yeah. Anyway, so I did that for many years. Flash forward to college, I got really good at it, and I was joining a sorority at the time, and I guessed everyone's sign, and I really, really wanted to be a part of the sorority because it was a bunch of Jewish Catholic girls with really good GPAs, and I did not want to fail OChem, and so
Oh,
yeah, and so I joined this fantastic group of women, and we, I helped them with English Lit, they helped me with science, and we became
nice.
like really great friends. And then one of the gals that I was good friends with, she recommended that I start working at a metaphysical clinic in town. And I'm like, okay, what does that entail? And she goes, well, just go down and meet her. And so I met her. And she goes, well, you did a great job with my chart. It's $20 a chart per hour. And this was in the late 90s, early 2000s. And so I'm thinking,
That's still good money.
my rent was $400, and that included utilities. So like $20 an hour was like, whoa. And so I'm like, you're going to pay me for this? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. And so I started doing that. Flash forward, I married into an evangelical family, changed my name, changed my identity. I'm back again. Yay.
Yay.
And, yes. And
It's meant to be.
I took a lot of different classes throughout the years. My favorite Western mentors and tarot mentors are Amy Zerner and Monte Farber. I also took a number of classes when I was living in a women's shelter. That's when I got into tarot. It was in 2013 when I was basically I was going through my identity change and everything. And so I got really into that because it helped me with my discernment when things were really, really stressful.
Mhm.
And then I started taking more classes in Vedic astrology a few years ago, and I just took to it like a fish in water. And my guru, still guru, says that, well, you've done this in a past life, and this is supposed to be your career this
Mhm.
time. And you're
Yep.
supposed to basically start a business, and you're supposed to be running this like a business. And I'm like, but I work in tech. And she was like, no, you're supposed to run this like a business. It's in your 10th house. And I'm like, okay. And so I took her advice and I started like going online and doing all of that. And yeah, I met all of you fabulous people.
I can see the past life because when you speak, the words, I mean, it's like your natural language.
Yeah.
It's
So
like it
it,
just
it, it
flows
just
so
it
beautifully
clicks.
from you.
It clicks. And the thing that really like made me start like going, she's onto something, was when we
Mhm.
started doing all of our classes on the various mantras and Vedic remedies. And I would pick up like 20-line shlokas after hearing it once or twice. Like there's a Ganesha shloka that's like you say it and it's over a minute long, and it's just like I just immediately got it. And like that's not like me. Like it takes me a while to like learn things. And so
Mhm.
I went, okay, this is interesting because I was learning violin at the time and it was like pulling
Beautiful.
teeth. It was like pulling teeth. Like I don't
Oh,
have a natural affinity for the violin and I'm really, really bad. And so, I mean, I can play a song, but it's like, what was that? And so it kind of like, I was doing that at the same time. I was learning like Joytish in like its most intense form. And the Joytish was like a fish in water. The other stuff was like a fish out of water. And so that's when
what's
I was
joy
like,
tish?
it's another word for Vedic astrology. It means the
Okay.
science of light in Sanskrit. So, which is another thing. It's the Sanskrit comes really easy to me too. So it's interesting to see that parallel of, huh.
And Kaylee says you are amazing at it, Michelle.
Oh, thank you, Kayla. You're so sweet.
Mhm.
And Leah
And
says
Bella
yes, you are correct.
agrees.
Oh, Bella, I love
Bella
you.
agrees too.
Thank
So
you,
She
honey.
while you
is
were
Virgo.
sharing about yourself, we did have a couple people come in. Odelia Maderos is here. And for
Hey.
people who may not know, Odelia is Fatima's sister. So we have the
Ah,
sisters with us
sisters.
this evening. We had Pierrette might
Purette.
join us. Hello, Pierrette.
Hi, Purette.
Leah Piat has joined us.
Hi,
And
Leah.
I think I am all caught up, and hopefully I didn't miss anybody. I'm trying to make sure that I don't miss anyone because sometimes this chat jumps really quick. Well, Leah, we are doing messages from your spirit guide. So when we pull cards, we'll see if that comes up, but I will go ahead and star you. Um, and so, Tanys,
Mm-hmm.
what would you like to share with the peeps tonight
Well, let's see.
about yourself? I mean, your list of your resume and list too of accomplishments are
Just tell
mind
us what you
blowing.
don't do, Janice.
I,
Makes
I, I just I just do stuff. I just do stuff.
she does still stuff.
I'm an intuitive energy healer and a channel and crystal master, Celtic shamanic high priestess. So I do stuff. My gateway drug was Reiki. I went through 2 burnouts, and during that, I was looking for something to help support me. Went for my first Reiki session and never felt so good. And I'm like, I need to learn how to do that.
Wow.
And as I started going through the levels and got to my masters and stuff, and it just all fell into place. Aw, thank you.
Yeah, she magic. That's what you are.
She is
Thank
magical.
you. So yeah, and I've done this lots of lifetimes too, I'm sure. I've had a few like this. Aw, thanks, Bella.
Bella and I have talked privately, and yes, she speaks and feels very highly of you ladies. So yes,
Yeah, that's beautiful.
and the same thing
Thank
was
you.
for me with Reiki. I wanted to learn crystals, and they said, well, if you want to learn crystals, you have to learn Reiki, at least where I was living.
Yeah.
And so
Well,
that's
it's
what
helpful.
Mm-hmm.
If I had my druthers, I'd have everybody trained in Reiki 1 because it's just empowering to be able to do your own healing work, right? So that is always that is always what I advocate for, is Reiki 1. So Leah says that's where I'm headed to learn Reiki. You can come and learn with me.
Yeah, Tanys is an amazing healer. This is why, guys. This is her nakshatra. She's the hand of laughter, the power to manifest and place it in one's hands. But every hasta I know has magical hands. Another one I know is Amy Zerner, and she's able to create magical pieces with her hands. Tanys is able to heal. And so it's pretty amazing. If this were out of balance, like if you were a demon, you'd be a great pickpocket. But you use it for good.
Yeah.
Way too much karma with the other stuff. Yeah. Way too much karma with the other stuff.
Yeah.
I have interesting hands, actually. I don't know if anyone out there does palmistry, but I actually have a double simian line on my hands.
Yep. More proof that you're a shaman.
So, yeah, I don't know anything about palmistry, so I will take your word for it.
So the line goes right across here. That's actually supposed to be two different lines that don't meet. So one's supposed to come down like this, and the one over here is supposed to just go up, and they don't. They meet and they go right across. That's what it means to have a simian.
Oh, okay. So I'm non-simian. Okay.
I'm not simian either, but I think I have like a part of an M, which is supposed to be good, like for Michelle Marie.
Yeah. Yeah, M's are all about that as well. So
she's an M&M.
I'm an M&M.
I have some M's as well. There's a few things on my palms that are interesting, but yeah. So I just do stuff. I got into it for my own healing, and oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Kaylee did Reiki 1 with us. With me.
And hello, Dina. Thank you for joining us.
Hey.
Thank you for being here. So I know you two just had a wait a minute. I don't know if Michelle you were, but there was a retreat. Michelle, were you a part of that retreat with Tanys?
I'm on the other side of the
she's on the other side of the world.
Okay, so no. So okay, because I remember one of the other shows here talking about a beautiful retreat you were having, and you were inviting all of us. So did you have a good retreat?
We did. Kaylee was at the retreat.
So, she was.
So that was fun. Yep. So she's here. So it was very nice. We had a beautiful ceremony, full moon ceremony, and lots of learning and all that stuff. So it was great.
Samantha says, I would love to learn about palmistry.
Awesome.
It is fascinating. And I almost took reflexology once. It was such a great retreat. Wonderful.
Awesome.
You got the nice reviews right here. So next time, Tanys does one and you're in the area, sign up. Or even if you're not in the area and you can fly on in.
Yeah, come travel.
Yes. Oh, Sagittarians love to travel. And these last 5 or 6 years, I've just been really itching. Oh, I want to get on the road. I want to do something. But just have to be patient, you know.
That stellium we had that caused COVID was in Sagittarius. And so all the Sagittarians couldn't travel. Yes.
But I just found out through Gerald that according to Julie Kutsia-Watts' Real Sky Astrology, I'm not actually a Sagittarius. Under that one, I fall under Scorpio, which was interesting because it was my papa. My daddy
so she used the sidereal calculation then. That's real sky.
Yeah, it's called like the ancient Egyptian sky. And I had I'm just barely being able to follow along with regular traditional Western astrology. And then, and then I heard about the Vedic and I'm like, wow, that's a lot of astrology. Then I heard, there's another one. So it's one of those, but wait, there's more. And you're like, what?
But that's all of metaphysics is like that, right? Like everything is like that. You just learn a little bit, and there's always more to learn. There's always more to learn. Exactly. Absolutely. You guys go on about what I know, and I still feel like I only know like this. So, there's so much to learn. Yeah. But that's what's so fun about it, because I like to learn. So.
Yeah, me too. So at some point I really need to start, hankering down, take a break from YouTube a little bit and start reading my books again. I need to catch up.
I think I've got 5 online courses on the go at the moment. So it's
hashtag overachiever.
She has a Rahu Mars conjunction in her 10th house. Overworking it is Tanys's middle name. Like she is just a workaholic. So
hey, I did nothing today.
Oh, and it's in Capricorn, folks. A Rahu Mars conjunction in Capricorn 10th house. Yeah. So that's the definition of a workaholic. So
I don't have it on me, but I did find a great, lovely little book on moon, learning about the moon, basic moon and astrology at Five Below. So if anybody has a Five Below near you, at least at my location,
nice.
$5, it's still in my book because I have an amazing counselor. Her name is Kathy. And whenever I get a new deck of cards or I get a book, I'm just like, I take it to her. She's like, "Ooh, what do you have?" And so I get to teach her all about me. And then she's like, "Yeah, I can tell usually when my boy, one of her, she's got like 3 boys. So when certain ones act up, she can go, must be close to the full moon. Must be close to the new moon." And so I love to be able to share all this with her. And I took the books and I said, "Look what I got for $5." She's like, "Oh my God." So, it's very cool.
Five Below is great for that. I've had lots.
Yes,
I've
they
gotten
have a
lots
lot of
stuff
nice
there
deals there.
for that. Yeah.
And my son has an interesting palm. His palm is full of lines, very hectic.
So
what
he's
would
an
that mean?
anxious little guy.
I'm gonna go grab something. It's like a cheat sheet on palmistry. I want to show you guys for the audience. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well, she's going to do that. I want to grab that book and share that with everybody. So
All
I'm
right.
going to just for a second, Tanys.
I'm just gonna smile. Hi, everyone.
Hi, your wonderful self.
So let's see here. What have we got going on? It's good for us that love being lifelong learner students. Yes, lifelong students. Absolutely, it's good for us. So I'm taking, what am I taking right now? I'm taking my advanced sound healing. I just finished the regular sound healing, like the standard. Moving on to the advanced. Thank you. It's my Twillow color, aqua.
That's beautiful color on you. I love that.
And then what else am I taking? I'm taking some herbology stuff, coaching, all sorts of stuff. Ooh, nice.
Ooh, beautiful.
And they also include a section. So if you go to your sign, so for me, I'm Sagittarius. So she's got a section that shows, okay, Sagittarius. And then there's the opposite side is if this is your moon, and she lists all the moons that a Sagittarian can have. So if you know your, everybody knows their sun sign. So if you go in, if you know your moon, you can go in and she tells you, and it's just really quick. It's just lovely. I mean, like this, like $5. It's not cheaply made. It's a nice book. The paper's nice. The inking isn't bad. And she talks about nurturing strategies, stress spotlight, health focus for the signs and everything, and living with the moon. So $5, y'all. So if you have a Five Below, this would be a great little starting book.
That's where I got a palmistry kit. Actually, was on at Five Below.
I've never heard of this place. How have I not heard of this place?
I don't know.
A lot of their stuff now is not $5 Below. It's above $5 now.
Yeah.
Well, this cost me $4.25.
That's cool, though.
But it's palmistry made easy, and it goes into everything you could possibly know. It's like a giant cheat sheet, and it's 20th. Let's see who made it. Milk and Honey Ink. But it goes into everything. And Samantha said she her son's it's full of lines, very hectic, neurologically divergent. Wow. It shows you what each of the little lines mean. So you can look at all of the little lines and specks and where they are in the hand, and it'll tell you like what it means. Like, for instance, if they have like an uprising offshoot, it would be auspicious, inspiration, and happiness in that area. But if it was down, it would be inauspicious, disappointment, disillusionment. So, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Fatima.
And Kelly said, "Ooh, excited! Can't wait to be a guinea pig. I mean, victim."
Because I was saying all the things I was learning. Yeah.
So, interesting. Mine, I'll have to have somebody look at mine one of these days. So, was there anything else you ladies wanted to share about your coming weekend? If you have anything planned on your channels together separately before we get into our readings?
Yeah, I actually would like to just share a quick bit about the school, if I can. So during COVID, I had like 3 or 4 people ask me to be their mentor. And I went to the guides. I was like, okay, what does this mean? What do I do with this? And they're like, start a school. I'm like, but it's just me. And they're like, start a school. And next thing I knew, I had 8 other teachers wanting to teach, including Michelle. And so I now have Twillow Lifestyle Academy, and we teach all sorts of things, metaphysics. We teach all sorts of energy healing, yoga, essential oils, crystals, tarot, astrology, like all the stuff all in one place, which I'm super excited about. And I just love my teachers to bits. So
Well, and it's such a great group because whenever like someone comes to us and it's outside of our wheelhouse or like they want to look at a different modality, it's a great referral network. Like if
it
someone's
is.
looking for a nutritionist or a psychic medium or a aromatherapy therapist, there's just so many wonderful people in the network. I love it.
Now, iridology, if I'm correct, is the studying the iris.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. So Dina, that's what iridology is.
Yeah.
To me, now that's
I don't have any with that just yet, but putting it out there.
Because when I first started doing art and stuff, one of my favorite things was the eye. I loved circles and going in and doing the lines and playing with the different colors and the shapes and things. I used to be fascinated with doing eyes, so that's very interesting. So yes,
that's awesome.
And Michelle, do you have anything that you would like to share before we get started that you got coming up?
Well, we have Marina on our show next week, so we're really excited to have her on.
I haven't started with my paintings.
Yay!
Yeah.
And then Tanys, you don't know this yet, but it's going to be like 20 plus classes for Vedic Astrology 101.
Awesome.
I'm like, they just keep pouring out of me.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's going to be
That's
really
great.
intense and great. And Gerald gave me really good advice. He's like, make him an hour. And I'm like, okay. And so we're getting more classes.
Great.
So I'm prepping for that for the spring. So that'll be a lot of fun. But for the most part, I'm basically taking classes right now because I'm in Ketu Subdasha, which is supportive of that. But next year, I should say fall of 2025, I'm going to be like wide open for crazy business. So that's why I'm focusing on classes and things like that now. So astrologically.
So there was something that came back to mind that I want to ask you really quick, Michelle, before we start. How you're able to speak so fluently, so naturally, with the Vedic, I don't want to say terminology, language. Do you feel that that's like your light language? Because you know how JJ and Karen, and the other Heather, they seem to have like a native indigenous. The other one, Heather, was like Italian. So for this to you, does it almost feel like a light language when you speak it?
I've never heard it described that way, but it is called the science of light. So I think that's a beautiful interpretation, Heather. It really is. And I integrate it into my daily. So it's kind of like how I got into the tarot. I would pull cards for myself and I would journal. And at the end of the day, I would journal to see like how those cards played out. I do the same thing with astrology as I keep, like you were mentioning your beautiful moon journal. I love that. I keep track of the daily nakshatras and I know which ones are friendly, which ones are neutral, which ones are auspicious, which is good, which ones are not so great. And I can plan my day around those energies. They're called Dina nakshatras based on my nakshatra, which is a lunar cycle. And so I keep a journal of that. And so whenever I meet someone, it's like I know where all the, and I also know where all the planets are at all times because I keep track of all of the transits every single month. As well as, how they affect me and what I see going on in the collective. Like I saw the Ketu Mars conjunction coming up and I'm like, that's war. The moment that day it happened was Bloody Sunday. And so I knew also that to, watch myself and slam my finger in a drawer, my Saturn finger, and Saturn's on my moon, right? So I'm constantly like thinking an astrological terminology. So it's just kind of in there.
Yeah, it's a way of life for you.
It is. It's a perspective. It's a life perspective. And it keeps me sane because when crazy stuff happens, I can just point to the planets, so.
Yeah, for me, astrology has always made me think of, because I used to take flute when I was younger and I was into, band and things. And then the drums, but with the flute and looking at sheet music, every time I saw the lines, I would always keep thinking about the planetary orbits and then the notes for the planets. And last week I was told in my head that I need to start listening to the frequencies of the planets because you can play those and listen to those on YouTube.
You can.
And so I guess that's something that I have to do. So during my downtime, I think this weekend I'm going to start listening to some of those frequencies and see what they bring up. So
Heather, you must have tapped into me a little bit, because Jonathan used to play in a lot of the orchestras and bands that made those videos and the planets.
oh
Yeah,
really?
he did. So
That's
like I
awesome.
was
Very
playing it. I'm like,
cool.
do you know about this? He goes, yeah, I used to play in all of those. I'm like, really?
Yeah, I mean, people would
Cool.
really put like an audio by the planets, and or how they would like direct the radio signals or whatever, and they would show that each planet has its own song, has its
Yep.
own, well, I like how they refer to as their own music. They make music. They have their own song that they sing. And for me, I always just I just love that because of music being such a part of my life too. So
Have you guys seen the little contraption that you clip onto plants?
Plants, yes, I've seen that.
Oh my goodness, it's beautiful.
It is. It's crazy when I hook it up to fungus.
and so it plays music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes the
Yeah, I kill
vibration of the
plants, so I don't
plant.
have any plants in the house. Yeah, I kill them. I'm
Yeah, it
more of a
takes-
crystal person. My mom, she could grow anything. She could save anything. She can grow anything. Me, I was always the opposite. For me, it was always, grabbing the plants and this and that. For me, it was always grabbing the stones. I was the stone girl.
Yeah. I hope
Even
they
as a
make one of
child.
these for crystals sometime.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Hi, Kim. Thank you for joining us.
Hey.
So Michelle and Tanys have a limited time now. So we have 6 questions start. So I'm
Yep.
actually going to take the banner off and let people know that questions are now closed. And again, thank you everybody through both my channel and Tanys's. And Michelle couldn't connect with mine because I don't have a paid subscriber. So Michelle was kind enough to just hang with Tanys and I. So any of her peeps that come over to my channel, thank you. Any peeps over at Tanys's, hello. Thank you for joining us. And we will get started. And of course, I knew the first one that was going to be Fatima. And Fatima, I grabbed my special deck for you because I knew you were going to be here. So I brought my Mother Mary Oracle deck. And you're my guest, so whenever one of you is ready, let me know. And would you like to be put on the larger screen instead of the small when you share your cards, or you find the way?
Whatever works for you, honey.
Whatever works for
whatever
you.
works for you.
So, Fatima, did you have anything, just a general Fatima, or?
I think it's just a general.
A general for your
Yeah.
okay, your people that have passed. Okay.
Sorry, Kim, sweetheart. The questions are closed. If we have time, I'll star you just in case we do. Yes, she said
General.
This person. Ooh, that's interesting.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Ooh. Wow.
So I think I'll go ahead. These are still pulling. So Fatima, I get Our Lady of New Vision. And you just started your channel, and I know that's going to take a while for you to develop it and grow it. So right now, being a part of our chats, being a part of our channels, and having your own, and being open spiritually to everybody else, and being so respectful, I think a lot of this is going to give you new ideas and new ways of exploring your own spirituality and your own channel and your own gifts. So I love this Our Lady of New Vision. And I also have Our Lady of Radiant Grace. And so you shared, that you have a large family, that you've had some difficulties recently with family. But just know that you have that gentle, compassionate grace. This is very you. You're very compassionate. You're very giving. You're very kind. Every time we have a show, you're always wishing people well, giving blessings. And I know you said you had to take, I believe, care of your mother or one of your sisters. So you are very kind. You're very gracious to people. And the last card is Our Lady of the Whispering Heart. So this is just a reminder to make sure that, yes, you are compassionate and loving and want everybody to be cared for, but make sure that you listen to the own whisperings of your heart. Make sure that you do things for yourself that make you happy, that bring you joy, that bring you that fulfillment. And I think a lot with this channel and creating this channel is really going to help you start exploring that. So beautiful cards, my dear. Thank you for being here and for being you. And whoever would like to go next.
You want to go, Michelle? I'm ready, or you can go.
Okay, all right. I don't know why they're saying this, Fatima. Maybe you can tell us why, but they're saying don't be afraid. My transition has changed everything for the both of us. You may still be frightened of the future as a result. Please know that you have nothing to fear, my love. Rest assured that all of heaven is watching over you, including me. Although you can't be in my physical presence any longer, you definitely can rely on my spiritual presence. So this is someone who's near you, honey, which in many ways is much more powerful than when my soul was limited by my body. My love for you is increased now that I'm no longer restricted or distracted by physical demands. With my increased love for you, I'm able to help you more. So this is someone who's changed on the other side, which that tells me they went through their life lesson and they regretted maybe a few things that happened, and they don't want you to fear some of the insecurity that they made you feel. I got the Two of Roses reversed. You're at a crossroads right now, is what this tells me. Plans must be updated when things change. Okay. So they're saying a lack of planning can cause a mistrust of loss and faith. And you need to establish your emotional equilibrium before acting right now. Okay. Because of what you're going through. They're saying avoid the tendency to find blame and fault in the situation, because these souls they were still learning. Okay. They weren't ready. Like, you were ready to go for a deepening at the very early stages of your relationship, because that's where you were emotionally, but they weren't there. Okay. So, what they're saying is, in the future, just try not to be as scattered or oblivious, and just focus on planning, because I'm getting a lot of confusion around you regarding that. This is the person that I feel that this is a person who took away your power. Okay. This is the Emperor reverse. This is usually a male relationship. It can also be female, but this is someone who maybe disrespected your power, and they're recognizing that on the other side. Okay. They should have acted like more of a team, is what they're saying, and that they wanted to be in control, and that control was based on fear. All right. And then I got the Devil reversed, which tells me, my goodness, did you go through it with this particular entity, so to speak? Whenever I get the Devil reversed, this is someone who has maybe a lot of unhealthy obsessions that they struggled with in their birth. This is kind of like, if you see the woman in the card, she's got her leg is entangled by a snake. It kind of reminds me of the rope that's cinched behind the hangman, but it's going the opposite direction. So this is someone who's kind of being trapped by my money, by power, by status, by appearance, or even by sex. And they masked their true intentions from you. And they're learning that on the other side. They're learning that they can't treat other people this way, and other beings in other parts of their soul family this way. So the truth was revealed to them on the other side, and they're going to work on this on the next birth. So lots of energy around you, but know that hopefully this can help you forgive some of and live in less fear. Just knowing that they're growing on the other side, and that they're advancing. Okay.
And she says, beautiful, thank you. I cared for my mom.
Yeah.
So I'll let you know if that was there.
Yeah, I got the parent thing. So, healing for that right now. Trust in the divine purpose. The experience had divine meaning. Healing will come. Know that you're on a path of growth. So that was for your growth that you went through that. And it is a time for mending bridges. So it's about seeing both sides of the situation and knowing that they were a young soul, right? They're learning their lessons. So just vacuum away the fears, because the fears are not going to serve you going forward. You've been through the lessons now, and you just need to look into what those lessons are for. We got deep insights are at hand here. So your overall plan is good. Details need work, reflect before moving forward. So that's much like what Michelle said in terms of planning. Okay. There is a decision to make. So I have make a decision. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you towards your own joy. You deserve it. Okay. And ask the guides for help. Recognize the signs from above. Okay. They're going to help guide you along the way. And you just need to quiet your mind long enough to find that and let go of any expectations of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has the perfect plan. Okay, they got your back. So just go with that. Don't forget to cherish self. Believe in magic. And you will be flying free soon. Okay?
Nice.
Beautiful.
So just know that, I mean, Michelle covered a lot of that, right? When they cross over, they don't have the same heaviness, and they always come back and you apologize, and so it's that energy
It was
they
very
come back with.
apologetic. Yeah.
Yeah,
it really
they come
was.
back with that a lot. That I'm really sorry energy.
Yeah.
I know, but with my clients, often they'll look at me and they'll be like, they were a real so and so when they were alive. I'm like, but they're not that now.
Yeah.
You know, our souls are pure love. So once they cross over, they see what the consequence of how they acted. But keep in mind, we always have a soul contract with people like this because we have to learn a lesson and they have to learn a lesson. We're really just playing roles, right?
Mhm.
We're all playing our own parts in the play. And so if we can see it like that, then sometimes it makes it easier for us to forgive and let go. So don't hold, I encourage you not to hold on to it and just try to do the forgiveness work. Ho'oponopono works great too for that. So anyway, hope that's helpful.
Thank you, Tanys. And really quick, you
Yep.
did not hear this from me.
Okay.
Shh.
We didn't see that.
Nope.
I saw nothing.
Alrighty.
Oh, that's wonderful, Fatima. That's great.
Excellent.
What she put, I always forgive.
Yeah,
Makes it easier for us in this life,
it does. Yeah, if we hold on to it, it's only hurting us. It's not hurting the person, really, right? It's always about us. If we're mad.
Yeah, it was Guru Dev Sri Ravi Shankar. He has this great video on forgiveness. He goes, "Don't forgive. Let them stay in your head. Let them bother you every day. Let them mess up your sleep." Oh, that's going to be fun. Don't forgive. Just live in misery. It's fun. I'm just like, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh dear. A guru with sarcasm.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Cheerful.
Yeah.
A cheerful sarcasm.
Yeah. He's very cheerful. Very loving and cheerful guy.
Beautiful.
So Kaylee is next, and she mentioned like a general message from her guides for November.
Okay.
What's coming up in November?
Well, Kaylee, I know a little bit about you because I did your chart and it's amazing. Kaylee has something called a Saraswati yoga, everyone, which is an extremely rare yoga that makes them creative times a million. It's like she is getting direct goddess energy for her creativity. So I got Believe in Yourself, You Can Do It from Spirit. This is one of your guides that came through. From my heavenly vantage point, I can see and understand everything so much more clearly now. I can see that you and I never had anything to be afraid of. The only thing that was ever standing in our way was fear about the future. Yet now I realize that you and I create our own future. So I'm urging you to go forward with all of your heartfelt dreams. Leave nothing to chance. I believe in you because I love you and because I can see nothing is stopping you unless you believe it is. I will be with you every step of the way. This is an ancestor. Okay. They're coming forward and they're actually part of you in this next journey, your next spiritual journey, because I know you just had your nodal return. This is what I got for your past card. I got that your world is a little upside down. Okay. So the angel here that's guarding the earth symbolizes the world and its people. Okay. So they're asking you to raise yourself up and earn what you want, but it's going to take some work. And I know that you're working really hard on yourself and especially your spiritual development. Okay. They're saying don't make a big deal out of the state of your love life right now, because your secrets might be shared by who is around you, and there might be problems caused by their level of education, social graces, worldly sophistication, things like that. I know you're going to start, it's open in your chart right now, but you are in Rahu Mahadasha. So just be very, very discerning and practice and use your spiritual practice and discernment when it comes to choosing the type of people you want in and around you, so that you are, oh, wow. So, but they don't weaken your confidence, is what they're saying. And they don't lead you into anything that would cause codependency. Okay. So just leave any inappropriate behavior, habits, and things behind, and you're going to graduate to the next level and find true love in the world. And it's amazing. I had to go through this between my ex and Jonathan, and it's a lot of work, but it's completely worth it. Once you do that, Kaylee, oh my gosh, I got the star. This is one of my favorite cards. It's very, very Aquarian. But basically, the storm clouds have parted. The magical stars appeared in the sky. Yes, yes, yes. The trumpet is blasting. Everything is shining brightly. You're looking for love. You're going to meet like the most wonderful person. They're going to stand out in a crowd. And it's going to be they're going to be a profound healer for them and you for the others. And it's just, you're going to be able to see through the phoniness and assess character and underlying motives with clearer perception after you go through this phase. And it's going to open the door for joy, wonder, hope, and healing. Okay. So they're saying, calm down, reestablish your connection with your body, your soul, your spirit, and your guides. And because they're saying, because the benefits of relaxation and rejuvenation will help you illuminate those spiritual realities, and divine grace and spiritual harmony can be yours faster. Okay. So the star is going to help you manifest a trusting, nurturing, fulfilling relationship that's going to bring you lasting joy and happiness. But you got to do the work. That way you can connect, you can get that vibe going and get to the next level. I never would have married Jonathan based on my old self. I had to change me. And then I recognized him and went, he's perfect, but I had to change me first. Okay. So I'm excited for you. Patience. Yes. Give it to me now.
Patience.
Yep. There you go. Yeah. Patience never been one of my strong. It's hard.
Yeah.
Yep. Would you like me to go now?
Yes. I guess I always go first.
Okay. Pray from the heart. Prayer can really move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. Okay. Regain your focus. Trivial life matters are distracting you from your goal. Archangel Metatron and Michael are here to help you stay grounded. So, as you go through your journey, important to stay grounded. Okay. Recognize the signs from above. Your angels are sending you messages now, but you're too distracted. Stay alert and open to divine guidance. So just, encouraging you to have those quiet moments, because you have a lot of ancient wisdom that is awakening. Okay. So deep inner knowing is emerging within. Listen with your heart. And it says, I trust the messages I receive from my heart. So try to stay out of your head and in the heart. Okay. Stepping into stillness, encouraging you to take that step into stillness. My power is born in the majesty of silence. This is also, moon is also about your intuition. So you're stepping into that, and look, it's got a big star. Whoops, where are we? Big star, like what Michelle picked. You are launching your journey, spiritual journey. You are in that. You are giving birth to a new energy. So you're bringing this new energy in, okay, that has much more love and peace to it. Embracing your life purpose. I'm guiding you towards your divine life purpose. Whatever makes your heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing. So what makes you joyful? Okay, what lights that passion and your fire? You're ready for more. Your career is growing and blossoming. Now it's time to make the changes you've been contemplating. When you're ready, okay? Welcoming abundance into your life. Prosperity is on its way. Have faith that Source will heal your financial challenges, and expecting miracles. So that there's a lotus in the center there. You're coming up out of the mud, and you're using those creative hands of yours for growth. Okay. So these are always about growth. These up the side here. All right. And the lotus is coming up out of the mud into the beautiful sun or ball of love is what it looks like to me. Okay, so expect those miracles to come in. And yeah, beautiful journey coming.
Wow. How do I follow up with that? Well, Kaylee, I decided 3 different decks wanted me to pull tonight. So one of them was one of my crystal decks, the Gemstone Guardians by Cheryl Marlene. I got Morganite for you, which is angelic peace. And with the pink, this is also a very good stone for self-love, for your heart energy. And it says, slow down and pause. Find your place of peace. Now you are ready to proceed. And when it comes with the heart, I pulled from my new decks a healing heart, my healing heart oracle.
Nice.
And I got, she used a small print on here, the trapped heart. Step outside of your comfort zone. Again, so that another message, you took your heart out and locked it in a cage, but don't be afraid to open that cage and let your heart be happy. Share your love of who you are, of things you enjoy, things that you want to explore, things you want to do. Don't be afraid to open that up and not just share that with others, but don't be afraid to allow yourself to feel it. Don't it for me it's feeling like it's time to unlock your heart and be able to sit with it and have a heart to heart, no pun intended, have a heart to heart talk and listen to your heart and exactly what it wants to do, and in ways that you can let it be free more to express itself, to feel itself, to share itself with other people. And I pulled from my healing waters deck and I got plunge. Don't hold back. It's time. Go for it. Dive in. So whatever it is that you've been wanting to do, listen to your heart, take that dive, take that plunge. This water, it's healing, but it's also our intuition. So whatever it is, it's kind of like almost like the Fool card, in the tarot, of that, taking that leap of faith, just jumping right in there and doing it, and not being afraid, because everything feels right. You're in a place where you know exactly what it is, or even if you don't know exactly what it is, you feel that energy coming and you want to explore it. And so don't hold back. Jump into life and just swim in your bliss. And I'll leave it at that.
Thank you, Liz. That's lovely.
Oh, somebody came in. Oh, hello, Liz.
Kazumel, Liz.
Yes, Kazumel.
Thank you.
Hello. Oh, somebody found a feather.
That's that Michelle woman.
Yeah. Thank you, Dina, for putting in the links. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And yes, there's Kazumel, Liz. Hello. Alrighty, let's see if there is time. Actually, Cozumel, there is not going to be time. We may not get to everybody's because Michelle does have a class to go to in about 10 minutes. So let's see.
My class isn't until 6, so I can stay another hour if you need me.
Oh, no, okay. I thought it was an hour. Okay. I just wanted to make sure you had enough time to. Okay. Alrighty. Bella is next. My soul journey. Ooh. Well, that deck yelled out. Well, Liz, I will put you on the list, and if we have time, we will be happy to.
So, Bella, the first card I got for you is My Mind is Free. You know how much I worried when I was in my physical existence. It seems as if I spent most of my days and nights feeling anxious about the future of my family, money, and the earth. Now I realize that most of what I worried about was never the reality. And those things that did materialize is what he's saying. This feels like a male spirit. I brought about myself because fear attracts negativity. If I could only go back to my body for 5 minutes, I'd apply this new knowledge and show you how a worry-free mind creates and attracts a worry-free life. This knowledge has completely released me from the bondage of earthly concerns. This is my greatest lesson, and one I hope to impart to you. Give all your worries to heaven and never hang on them. Be free of worry, and you found the greatest riches of them all. So that's a message from him, okay? This is the energy I feel around this person. It's the Emperor, okay? This was someone who really tried to really tried to keep his castle going, so to speak. So it's very much like you can see he was, this was usually the king of his castle. I'm worthy of respect because I'm respectful of all. So this was someone who had high hopes, okay, to try to get their stuff together. You did know each other in a past life. I got Greco-Roman times is when you knew each other in a past life. And there was something regarding health and healing with this person. And so they feel that you are some type of a healer in their journey, their spiritual journey. And they really appreciate the type of healing that you are providing for their family members. And that you guys did choose this journey together, even though it feels a little intense. So that's the main energy I got. I'm just going to pull a self-care because I know what you're kind of going through. Okay. Keep a dream journal. They might want to contact you in dreams. Okay, I know you're super psychic. So that's how they are choosing to, and if you're having trouble with insomnia, that's why, is spirit is trying to push through and do that. So yeah, oh, Shaman would like goose feathers and owl. I have owl and I have goose as well. I have I live next to a river, and so I am obsessed with them. Like
my outfit.
Oh, beautiful. I found a barn owl the other day after she flew over, and they're auspicious to Lakshmi and Kali. And so I was just like, what?
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, so that he's going to be contacting you in dreams. Okay, Bella, and helping you there. But the main thing that he wants you to know is don't have fear. And this, I know that you're pretty much the most fearless person I've I've met in a long time because of everything that you've been through. But that's what made you stronger. That's what has made you an incredible shaman and healer for other people. So, and you did it in a past life because I got the health card. So, for sure. Oh, and you already know this, but look for the hawk feather. He keeps flying over at a certain time of day. He does have a gift for you. It might be next year, but he's still shedding.
What sleep? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What sleep? Yeah, that's them trying to get through.
Yep, no fear.
No fear.
Yep, and that's what one of my cards says too, is no fear. And I also got the Emperor card, so that'll be interesting. So go ahead, Tanys.
Okay. I'm not dead. You know that. You talk to him, right? You know that. He has a new understanding now of things. And you are very connected, even now. Okay? Healing the past.
No.
I step into the future with strength and clarity. So you're doing the healing work. You're healing the past stuff. You're taking action. You're jumping over that stream, which is all the emotion, right? You're awakening your ancient wisdom from all of those past lives that you've done this before with. To reveal your radiance, those pearls of wisdom are coming forward for you. Okay? Trust your angels. Let go of expectations of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has a plan. I don't think you have trouble with that part, but just a reminder or confirmation for you. Your current challenges will soon be resolved. You'll be able to look at the future with a smile. So it's almost over. Okay? Embrace this magical moment and trust the guidance that you're receiving. Okay? Your prayers are being answered. The answers will come soon, maybe not how you expect, right? But they are coming. They are listening. Open your heart. No one's perfect, so stop judging yourself and others and let love heal the situation. Okay? Ho'oponopono. In the mirror. Just saying. Just be the real you. Okay? Your greatest power comes from being who you truly are. Don't let anyone sway you from expressing your authentic self, because you have that beautiful light inside. Allow it to shine. Okay? Lots of love.
Beautiful. Oh my goodness. I just love how you two read. So, like Michelle, I also did get the Emperor in my deck. I'm using the Star Tarot. And the card before is the Eight of Cups. So this is moving away, moving through, but just not walking away from past hurts. But I love the water, and you have the dolphin, and you have that beautiful. So you have spirit, you have dolphin, and you're in the water. So you're moving through your dreams, your intuition, you're reconnecting with the Mother Earth, the star, the mountain. For me, feels like it could very well be like a place that you may come to him and meet with him and sit and talk, but it's just the star is to give you hope, and the hope. I got the Emperor, and I also got Temperance, and so there's a balance been going on, and being the healer, being connected between the both worlds. I love the sun and the going up and rising. Well, actually, it's the sun and the moon, so you have that beautiful balance of masculine feminine energy, and you're bringing those together. You have that beautiful combination, that alchemy of being able to balance those elements within yourself, and with the Emperor, um, and that connection that you have with him on the other side. Her foot is also in stepping into the stars and into the moon, and it's also almost like it's kind of hard to see on the card, but it's almost like a eclipse as well, like a lunar eclipse. So yes, pay really strong attention to the dreams, with the star energy, the waters. I did get the King of Pentacles, and about getting grounded and getting connected with Earth, and knowing that He's there with you to be able to connect and to get grounded. And I love this Queen of Cups. Um, not exactly, yeah, Queen of Cups, and she's the nurturer. So you have, that beautiful masculine sun, and you have that beautiful masculine divine feminine with the moon. So again, it's that balance just next to the temperance card. So just staying grounded, staying balanced, is the strong is the message with my cards. And they also wanted me to pick from a Gemstone Guardians, and I got granite for you, which is solid foundation. So again, reiterating, having to be grounded. And what I love too, I want to point out also in this card, is that the feathers hanging from the tree, those are for feathers for carrying our prayers, our wishes, our dreams to the other world. So, and we've been talking about feathers in the chat. So, feathers are another beautiful um, connection that we have for spirit. And I think, Bella, you said that you did have, I think, some feathers. So, again, acknowledging, the feather element there, and the granite. Choosing fear defeats purpose of life. So we're talking about fear earlier with Tanys and with Michelle. So choosing fear defeats the purpose of life. Choosing the unknown of life claims the best you can be and become. So creating that foundation, not being afraid to experience life, not being afraid to live, reconnecting. You have that solid ground. Um, yeah, and I think you know who this individual is, because Bella and I have talked. I didn't want to give out too much private information, but yeah, I feel she knows who this could be, and we'll talk later. So I hope that resonated with you, Bella. Thank you for letting for us read for you. Okay, and let's see. Next up is Odelia. And I just want to give a shout out really quick to Majestic Oracle. That's Jay. She has joined us. Um, let's see, Leah. Is the Eight of Cups the beginning of the Hermit's journey? Well, the Hermit was, well,
Hermit's 9.
it could very well be. Yeah.
It's like an emotional journey with the cups, right?
You're walking away, leaving, those emotions behind, those
Mhm.
experiences, things that no longer serve you, and you're moving forward um, into experiencing something new. You know, some cards decks will have a nice staff in the hand. Some is just walking fearlessly into the water. Some like they're with the mountains. So, yeah, I can see the Hermit from the 8 to the 9. See, I knew learn new things all the time. So thank you. Oh, and you're welcome, Bella. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so we are reading for Adelia.
Okay, so I've already got cards.
Okay.
I got that an unrequited love is coming through, Adelia. Okay, so I went to my relationship cards. I got a really good one for you. I got the 10 of shells. This is the same as the 10 of cups. So this spirit on the other side, they're congratulating you for succeeding on becoming who you need to be in life, in relationships. They're commending you on your level of love that you give others. And this card is also my wedding card. It's my rainbow card in the Rider-Waite's. Just you need to be more aware of how successful and respected you are. They can see it on the other side, and you might not be totally, like they're saying, you're not really enjoying your success until you empower yourself to appreciate all that you've done. And they're looking at your life from start to finish, like start to now, and they're just like, wow, this person is an amazing soul. So they're saying you will have a safe and secure situation at home. There will be a feeling of wholeness and stability, and contentment and peaceful interactions and loving interactions are possible for you because you're a very advanced soul emotionally. Okay, so they appreciated the type of, how do I say this? The type of person you are in a family unit is very giving, very beautiful, very loving, and very emotional. You were kind of like an emotional support in your family when I get the 10 of shells. Okay, this is how they feel just about you in general. On the other side, you're the goddess of healing. Okay, I am free. And then this is what they're saying to you. I am free of pain and suffering. So I don't know if you took care of anyone, and this could be emotionally, this could be mentally, this could be physically. It's like even answering the phone and talking to someone who's in pain or who's scared is a goddess of healing. Okay, use this gift to remember who you really are. Breathe slowly and deeply as you remember you are a soul moving onward and upward. You're set for the north path. Okay, you're gonna rise up from this birth, according to this. You are not what you do. You are not your body. Visualize beautiful birds removing your pain and suffering with their golden beaks and flying away to drop them into a vast ocean. A lot of healers suffer physical issues, okay, especially if they're a physical empath like Tanys. She has to create guards and, oh, you work in a nursing home. Well, there you go.
That's
That'll do
Fatina's
it.
sister that you're reading for. That's Odelia.
Okay,
That's
well, they're
Fatina's.
recognizing that you're a goddess of healing, and that's what you're doing for other people. And I got the 3 of gems, and look what it says, work. That was the next card. So the work that you're doing in heaven is being recognized by your spirit tribe, and they are literally applauding you in heaven, applauding you. Like an arena of people are applauding you for the work that you're doing on earth as a divine healer. But the one thing that they're warning you against is that you need to better guard your energy, because you take on the energy of the people that you can care for, and maybe put some guards in place. I know that they're showing me that you're already doing some things to guard your astral shield, but there are a few things that you can do to better handle the stresses that you are taking on at work. Okay. Tanys is a crystal expert. She can give you some crystals that you can bring to work. Again, I can offer Vedic remedies and healing modalities that you could use to kind of guard the physical aspect. Because when I see that you're in it, I read, you are not your body. Visualize beautiful birds removing your pain. You're carrying the pain of your patients with you. You need to release that, is what they're showing me. So that's a good visual exercise for you to do when you're feeling that. And again, we'd be here all day if I gave you some Vedic remedies, but a really good mantra is if you give me permission, I'll give you the mantra at the end of the reading, but it's really, really good for patients that are end of life. And it helps you as a healer release them and not carry them with you. And it's called the IJIA mantra, and it's sacred to Shiva. So if you're comfortable, I'll go ahead and say it for you, and you can look it up on YouTube at the end of the reading. If not, I totally understand. Everyone has their own path, and I'm sending you tons of love.
Yeah, so I am a physical empath. I used to work in home care. And so I totally get what you're going through. And absolutely, that is why I continued as far as I've done in my healing path, because I started doing Reiki and started feeling all of the pain of my clients, as well as the ones at work and all of that stuff. So I had to make a few changes for myself because I'm a physical empath.
Yep.
But I've also learned things like tubing, right? And putting yourself in the energetic egg and, you know, carrying crystals like black tourmaline and selenite to really shield yourself from some of those energies that you may be getting. And you are sensitive. And so, you know, there's it's not just the ones that are alive that you're feeling at the nursing home, is what I'm getting. So really protecting yourself is a good idea. Okay. Simplify your life. So getting rid of some clutter, and that may be energetic clutter, like what we're just talking about. Take control of your thoughts. Your thoughts are creating your reality. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome you truly desire. Okay? Because our thoughts are way more powerful than we think they are. You have Archangel Raphael with you, so he can help you with healing. Healing the healing work you do in the nursing home, but also your own healing when you get home. Okay? Cord cuttings are really important. Heal away addiction. So I'm not sure if you're struggling with an addiction or somebody in your life is struggling with an addiction. And this could just be a behavior that you can't seem to stop, right? It doesn't mean necessarily that there's alcoholism or drug addiction or anything. It could just be a behavior. So just ask Raphael for help with that, okay? For help to release it, okay? Work with Archangel Michael to let go of what no longer serves you. Okay, and perhaps vegetarian diet, that or eating more vegetables is the other way I sort of interpret that. So make sure that you're doing that piece because your vibration is rising. And so that means you're going to start to become even more sensitive. Know that you are protected. Okay, you do have Michael with you. I have somebody new's coming into your life. I think Michelle mentioned something along those lines as well. So you have someone new coming into your life. And some of this stuff that you've been going through is a blessing in disguise. Know that there are people there for you. And then I got you're ready for more. Your career is growing and blossoming. Now's the time to make changes you've been contemplating. So considering we were just talking about the physical empath piece and working in a nursing home, something to consider. Being in the flow. I'm in the flow of the universe. The more you can get into the flow, you'll start to manifest your dreams. That will start to ignite your courage so you can jump over any obstacles, okay? And you're going to start to reveal your radiance. So tap into those pearls of wisdom that are coming down with all the light codes that you're getting, okay? Then that's raising your vibration. Hope that's helpful.
Okay, thank you. Ooh. And Michelle, Fatima said that Delia would like for you to share the mantra.
Okay. Would you like me to do that right now, or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. And this is called the Abhaya Mudra, and it's supposed to dispel fear and anxiety. Okay. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanan Urva Rukamiva Vandanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanan Urva Rukamiva Vandanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanan Urva Rukamiva Vandanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om peace peace peace.
Wow. And what's nice, Odelia, you can go back. We are at 1 hour and 8 minutes so that you can play back and slowly learn the mantra at your pace. Beautiful. Thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome.
So, Odelia, I used my rose collection card, rose oracle, excuse me, and I did get the wastelands, and it's about sustainability, but it also says to slow down and tend to your garden. So yes, with what you do, I mean, it's beautiful too. You have two elders that are looking over her. So not only do you have ancestors coming through, but I feel like past people that you've taken care of, they look over you as well. And for me, this almost, I mean, this is you nurturing your garden to make sure it doesn't become a desert. But at the same time, I know that this could be possibly tears that you shed when you do, lose patience. And so they want you to make sure that you are releasing the pain, releasing that energy from around you. Um, and when you do, it creates a beautiful little oasis around you, and it keeps you from becoming that barren, dry, cracked soul where you take on those burdens and you take on that heaviness. So most definitely take time for yourself. I also got the fertile void, excuse me, and I'm looking at, because there's a whole bunch of different keywords on here, and I'm trying to feel like which ones connect with you. I do connect with inner winter. So I feel like going into early winter, you're going to start noticing that your body's going to need to rest. I have rest here. I have patience. Um, I also have potency and secret beginnings. So going into the winter, slowing things down. These secret beginnings. This is something new starting up, something that's being created out of that beautiful fertile, fertile void. I can't talk tonight because the void is like, with the lotus, it grows in the mud, um, and it doesn't bloom until it breaks the surface. And so during this winter, as we all go in and we hibernate, it's a beautiful time for us to heal, to reconnect with our soul selves, and to start processing what we would like to start bringing in into the new year. And I got the codes of the seeds, and it says the blueprint is within you. Take the next step. But for some reason, this came out reversed. So, and what Michelle was saying earlier, and Tannis, about the tubing, putting that protective egg around you, there's that beautiful shape right there. So, right now, they really want you to focus on looking within, taking care of your body, taking care of what your spirit needs. Everything that you need is within you, ready for you to tap in. And going into winter with that fertile void is a beautiful time to be able to start planting those seeds and start looking um, at your life and how to um, it says the blueprints and taking the next step. So I feel like there's something's going to be opening up to you. And the last card, yes, I have the Holy Grail. Stop the endless searching. Start looking within. It's the inner quest. And then you get this beautiful flower, this rose blossoming. You see that beautiful energy coming through her hands, down through her center, and out through with the water. So you have this beautiful healing energy. Let it just come through you. Don't be afraid of it. It's love. It's light. It can't hurt anybody. That's one of the things about Reiki that I had learned, is that some people are afraid, well, what if I do Reiki on somebody and I hurt them because I don't do it right? You can't hurt somebody with Reiki. It's that beautiful God source spiritual light that you are pulling in through yourself. And when you do that, you help heal others, and also you help heal yourself. And when you start doing more of that, and I think when you start working with Michelle's mantra, you're going to feel that blossoming. You're going to feel like that rose, and your abilities and idea of what you want to do further, or what you want to implement into your healing, your nursing practices, will start to show itself to you. It's that inner blueprint, that energetic blueprint that will open it up. You will tap into that, and that will show itself. You'll feel it. So I hope that helps. Um, I just saw a hummingbird and I had to pop this up. On side note, I dug up. Oh, okay. Okay. So I didn't see any other um, comments. So we'll go on to the next. I hope that resonated with you, Adelia. Thank you for your question. Now we have Leah. She says, may I ask about my son Zach? What do you see for his future growth? Well, for me, that's reading on a third person, and I don't have their permission to tap into that energy. So Leah, what we can do is, well, for me, I can ask Spirit for guidance or a message for you, but I can't. For me personally, I can't tap into to Zach without his permission. And Odelia says, "Thank you. You're welcome, Odelia."
So I'm guessing Zach is alive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I told Leah that, I mentioned to Leah that the messages were from Spirit, so I could always ask Spirit what guidance they have for her, but I can't tap into. She says, "I get it, no worries." Okay.
Okay, that is for her. Dang. All right. So you have a lot of spirit guides that came through, and I was like, well, this is someone who asked a question for someone who passed away because a lot of the ghosts came through. I should say spirits, okay? People who have left the body. One came through and said, it was my time to go.
Oh.
I know that it feels like a dream you can't wake up from, but please be reassured that every soul comes into the world at a predetermined time and also exits at the time it is meant for its own growth. When I first came here, it all seemed too amazing to believe, but now I see that there is a larger force. Oh, someone's learning. An incredible order to everything in the universe. Every soul has a cosmic plan that it must follow, and you might perceive it as an accident. What you might perceive as an accident is merely a step in the cosmic dance. Okay. You were soulmates with another guide that stepped through, and they're also saying there's no such thing as death. Okay. But when I picked this card, that's all the people helping you from the other side. So you have a really big soul family when I went through this, and I was thinking, okay, well, the sun's still there, so this isn't him. What's going on? They're all helping you with him, is what they're showing me, because holy transformation is he going through it.
Mm-hmm.
Scorpio, this is plutonic stuff. He's not just working on stuff as a human in this birth, he's working on stuff from past lives. And what this tells me is when I pull a card like this is a soul that signed up for a lot of transformation and a lot of cleaning. Okay, he's not here to enjoy life. He's here to learn some really deep, dark lessons. Okay, and do some really intensive shadow work. Okay, I've got some strong planets in Scorpio too. It's difficult, but what it does is it transmutes that energy into light and bright. So then I asked, well, how can Leah help her son? Because this is a question from you and how you can help him. They're saying lighten up and tell more jokes. That's the main thing they're saying. I got the Princess of Roses. This is a very fiery woman. Okay. Remember that your actions speak louder than your words, is what they're saying. And the lessons that you're learning with your son will last a lifetime. So they're saying be upbeat, be ready for action. They're saying practice more innocent abandon and living with an open heart, and go for it. There's something about you that is very kind of youthful and fearless that they're trying to tap into. And as you experiment with this side of yourself, you're going to better understand your social skills and your ability to communicate with your son. And okay, and they're also saying that in providing for your emotional needs and learning about emotional needs yourself, you're going to help your son understand his better as well. They're saying the best thing that you two can the best thing that you can do together is go on an adventure. It could be working out, it could be playing outdoors with each other, it could be hanging out with your pets or friends that have pets. But they're saying that do you guys have nicknames for each other? Because they're using a different name for him than his birth name. Anyways, so that's one of the guides is using a different name. It's like a nickname that they've given him. But anyways, they're saying if you step into being this role, the Princess of Roses, which is the same as like the Knight of Wands or the female Knight of Wands, that could help you better deal with the relationship with your son moving forward. And know that, like, again, I picked all of those guides behind you helping you. So he signed up for a lot of transformation in this birth. You're part of that process, and you got help on the other side. So when you go into meditation, ask the ancestors and the other members of your soul family to come in and give you ideas. Okay, that's the main energy that I got. Hope that was helpful, honey.
All right. So I got accept what is. Right. So as the mom, I accept and embrace the inner majesty. So you just have to hold them. You see the hands there? That's your job. We're just there to hold them. Okay? Just be there. You need to know that your loved ones are safe. Let go of fear and worry for your loved ones. I'm looking after them, I being Archangel Michael. All right? So just calling him in when you're concerned. This experience has divine meaning. Healing will come. Know that you're on a path of growth. So you're both learning. That's what this path is about. See all that light coming in? Those are light codes. Okay? That's feeding you the information that you need to help you learn and deal with the situation that you're in. Breaking barriers. I am expanding beyond limitation into joy and freedom. So that stuff, those barriers are perhaps beliefs that you have that may need to be trimmed. Beliefs about your role as a mother is what I'm getting. So you think you're supposed to be having this kind of behavior, and as he's getting older, that's needing to shift. And so you're starting to need to trim back some of this stuff to allow for new growth, because the relationship of a mother and son changes as they get older. Okay? And it shifts from being that you're their everything to you being a very small piece. And that's part of what you are going to be going through, is breaking through those barriers so that you can be comfortable. Because the other one I got is change is coming. Okay, so I'm not sure how old your son is, but change is coming. So there's going to be a change in how you relate to each other. For you, you just need to embrace your life purpose. Okay, I'm guiding you towards your divine life purpose. Whatever makes your heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing. So look for that. Childlike wonder fills my life, soaring into joy. Okay, so don't forget to play. With or without your son, don't forget to play. Okay, I hope that's helpful.
Beautiful. So I'm going to try. One of my little helpers wanted to come up here, so everyone say hi to Ziva.
Hello.
This is my Ziva.
Hi,
This is
Ziva.
my
Hi,
mama.
Ziva. Hi, sweetie.
sweetie.
Oh, she loves you.
Yeah.
Oh, she reminds me of my Bella. She's right against your heart chakra.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
There's something so peaceful. There's so much peace and
Well,
love
if I
coming
didn't
out.
pick her up on my lap, she would have been climbing all over things and knocking stuff over, because she wants attention, because that's cats.
It is.
So, I just had a brain fart. Leah, malachite, clear streams. So I'm feeling this is for you. It says personal power within emerges from the pressure to negate self. So when we might say something, and this could apply for him as well, this could be a lesson that the both of you can share, is that when there is that tendency, that pressure to negate an experience, a feeling, um, especially a memory, especially if it's a traumatic one, um, we want to, negate ourselves. We want to diminish ourselves. But instead, the Malachite says to that personal power from within emerges. So when that starts to happen, start reminding yourself of all the beautiful positive that you have power within, that you have the power to change the course of your life at any moment. The first card that I got, I used my Star Tarot. I got the Death card, and it doesn't, of course, mean a physical death, but this is about transformation and change. There's a beautiful phoenix right here. And then you got Nut above, hanging above. This, she reminds me of Nut, the Egyptian goddess of the night sky. And so it's all about. And there's the light in the hand, and then the butterfly there. This is all about transformation. I also got, as again, the Four of Swords, and this one, it's time that he takes a rest. He learns maybe a meditation, getting out into nature. And this message is for you too, because I'm not type, going, see, I'm trying not to get into his energy, but these are like lessons that you can share, that Spirit's giving, the insight that you need, so that, and this is good too for us on a collective as well, remembering that we take time for ourselves, space for ourselves, to go within. The bears are all about protection. The mama bear, you are his mom, so you're very protective of him, guiding over him. That's all you can do, while he's going through his growth, going through his life experiences. You're there to guard him, to watch over him. um, I know this is bringing you sorrow. I got the Four of Cups as well. And it's kind of like looking at all the possibilities, but there's one big, beautiful possibility right there. So when you get that rest and you get grounded and you get connected to nature, your true nature, your own personal power, then that's when everything becomes aligned. And I love how all of her chakras are all aligned.
Mm.
And so by doing that, then that beautiful energy of that fourth cup can be brought in. I mean, you can acknowledge the growth and the experiences in these cups here. Um, and like, the previous card with the Four of Swords, with him being underground, these lotuses had to grow underground and had to not, and couldn't blossom until they reached the surface. So there is a lot of transformation, rest, patience, time for growth. And when the time is ready, I got the Two of Wands. How beautiful! Beautiful, creative, active energy. Um, the two represents starting to finally take that action, that fiery, catalyst of wanting that change, of wanting to do something positive, and then start putting the two together. And this feels also like the two of you working together. So I really love how the greens in this go with the greens in here, both remembering to, you know, put aside, I mean, not put aside, acknowledge and honor the differences and the negative things that have happened, the traumatic, and being able to honor them and respect them and learn them and accept them as growth, as lessons, and then take that and what you can beautifully grow from that. And I have this beautiful two zodiac of the year. So starting, is that solar year, and start working to build um, that new creative project, that new, just that beautiful sun energy, whatever it is that you want to manifest. But he's on his own. He knows what he needs to do, and your mom, you're there to support. And I just feel things will eventually, like the sun rising above the two, it'll come and it'll bring you both closer. And I'll just end it at that.
So can I ask Tanys a question really quick?
Yeah.
Okay, so Heather, you mentioned, like, I pulled Scorpio and it rules the 8th house, which is the Phoenix. It's all about taking back your personal power after a major, major change.
Yeah.
So what stones or gems would you recommend for her son to kind of help him take his power back, especially going through that much transformation? She pulled malachite. I know that. That's good for heart. Yeah, she pulled
Malachite's the heart part. I would say personal power. I would go citrine as well for solar plexus, and perhaps some carnelian. Carnelian is really good for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say those ones. I would also like to add, you, as soon as I saw the fish on one of your cards, Heather.
Yes.
I was hearing. Yeah, I was hearing, teach him how to fish. Don't just provide the fish, teach him how to fish.
Wow.
So, yeah, that was coming through like super strong. Okay, so that's just a little tidbit of something.
Thank you. Thank you. So, Leah, I hope that helps you. Okay, so how are we doing, Michelle? I have 3 more.
Okay, as long as I'm out of here before 6, we're okay. So it'll be like 9 o'clock Eastern.
Well, next
so maybe we'll keep these a little shorter.
Yeah, because I have Purette, and then if time, Jezri and Kazuma.
Okay, and I have no problem like leaving, and then you guys can do it too. So, yeah.
So Purette, are you still here, my dear? I haven't seen you in chat for a bit. So, Are you here? I have the 3 people we have left is Purette, Jezree, and Kazuma. So I know that Jezree is here. Do you want to go ahead and pull for Jezree and wait to see if Purette's still here and she responds?
Sure.
She'll be next. Okay.
Oh, she's here.
Oh, here she is.
Oh, there she
Okay.
is.
Purette, I'm here. Okay.
Blessings,
Good night,
Fatima.
Fatima. Thank you, honey.
Good night.
Have a beautiful night. Oh, so for Purette.
So does Period have a question or just general?
Just general, I believe.
Okay. Well, I did pull cards, and again, a guide came through. This is someone who's passed over, and they were a soulmate in a past life. It was no accident that our lives intersected, and we were from the same soul group with symbiotic life purposes. We were brought together in our earth life to help each other grow, learn, and love. Sometimes that meant painful situations that tested our patience and ability to forgive each other. So this is someone who's working through some stuff on the other side. Okay, that's good. And then I sincerely apologize for any pain I inflicted upon you at each moment. I was doing the best I could. At times I fell very short of my potential. I hope that we release any anger that you are holding toward me for your own sake and not for mine. And I hope that in some ways I helped you grow and learn. Okay, so that's the main message they have for you. And they're also saying, don't be afraid. Okay, just because you've gone through some traumas and you've been dealing with what's called Earth School, don't be afraid. You are here to learn lessons. And I watch over you every day. Okay. Take care, Mr. O.D. So I watch over you every day. Okay. So I asked who this was in a past life or in this life, and I went to my past life cards. I got this was a mother entity of some kind. Okay. And the healing that they brought forth to me for you is I got the 8 of Gems reversed. Okay. Avoid perfectionism is what this person is saying. You might have received a lot of, how do I say this? There was someone in your past that affected the way that you mentally view yourself by using negative self-talk, and it caused a perfectionistic piece to kind of grow. Okay, it caused an imbalance of resources, status, and achievement, which could be present problems that you've been dealing with in this birth. This is someone who was very overly critical. They withheld praise. They allowed fear and mistrust and control to stand in the way of their love. And they're learning to build better relationships on the other side. Okay, and they realize that this has affected you as a soul in this birth, and you're working on those things. Despite that, the overall imbalance that I got was I got the Queen of Wings reversed. We want to see her upright. Okay. When she's reversed, though, this tells me that you are dealing with, how do I say this? You're dealing with an energy that is very, it lacks a lot of mental health, so to speak. Like it's imbalanced. Okay. And I'm not saying this in a medical terminology. I'm just an astrologer and a tarot reader, so you guys know the drill. But this card indicates that you might have gone through a divorce or been widowed or just single by choice, and you felt secure with it because you're frightened about the changes that relationships bring. And the qualities of like honesty and directness, and they how do I say this? Be careful that your loneliness does not turn strength into rigidity, tactlessness, or prudishness based on how this other person treated you. And don't venture into another relationship unless there's a lot of humor and mental stimulation involved, because that's what you need from your partner. And avoid getting involved in relationships with others where one or both of you are trying to work on the other for, how do I say this, for the other's own good, so to speak. So they're saying stop trying to fix people and just be you. And if your partner or the person rejects the notion of positive change, you're just better off alone, is what they're saying. So any pent-up bitterness can turn into malicious regard for other people's feelings. And a lot of this is being caused by the way this other person treated you. And they're asking you to release that. The eclipse brought it up, so to speak. It brought up a lot of the shadowy energies that we're working through. And this is a shadowy energy that you've been holding around in your mental space for too long. And they're asking you to release it. Again, Ho'oponopono, works. I learned that from Tanys. She's amazing at it. You can work on tubing yourself and things like that. But what I would recommend is working on some way that is best for you to forgive this person. And you need to release them from your headspace because they're walking around in there and rent free and they're not really helping you out. Okay. This is obviously someone from either this life or a past life that did a little damage to you mentally. Okay. So that's what spirit is helping you work through, more positive self-talk. And they're saying you need to demand that from others too. When you step into friendships, business relationships, just relationships in general. Okay. My adoptive
Yes.
mom.
Oh,
Okay.
did I miss
Release
something?
her.
Oh, okay. There
Okay.
we go.
Yeah. It was the mom. All right. Yeah. She's on the other side and she feels really bad about the way she treated you. I mean, I'm getting a lot of remorse. I hope that helps. But it's definitely something she's working on and she wants you to release her because that helps her grow on the other side. And she has released, like she's working on not doing what she did last time in the way that she realizes the mental state that she put you in was not okay. Okay. I'm sending you tons of love. Okay.
Lots of love, Purette. And thank you, Jackie.
Thanks,
So,
Jackie. Good to see you. So, Purette, be honest with yourself. That's what I got. All your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept your truth, then let source take it from there. Okay, so it's time to do some introspection to figure out what's going on because something is creating fear for you. Okay, and fear is a trap of the ego. Allow Michael to use his sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings holding you back. And they're encouraging you to take control of your thoughts. So much like, you can't make this stuff up. Michelle has just said all of this. So take control of your thoughts. Okay. Your thoughts are creating your reality. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome you truly desire. This is a healing time for you. The angels of healing are with you. So a time of healing is about to bless your life. Accept Archangel Raphael's emerald green light while Michael enhances your strength. So ask them to help you. They can't do it unless we ask. They can't interfere. Okay? So ask them to help you. And then you'll start to embrace your life journey. So they are guiding you towards your divine life purpose. Whatever makes your heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing. Okay? So what makes your heart sing? Focus on that. Mm-hmm. That's going to help you to launch your journey. Whether it's a spiritual journey or a physical journey, the more you tap into that, the more enlightened and higher vibe you're going to be. Make sure you get some rest, okay, so that you can emerge into grace and believe that magic is abound in your life. You will start to manifest what you need. So express gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. Trust that your angels are bringing you the assistance that you need. So that's really a big part of this spiritual journey for you, is about stepping in and trusting that they're going to bring you what you need. Okay. And when you can start to do that and you can do this healing journey with Raphael, then you will start to exceed expectations. So you see all this growth on either side. You'll start to exceed your own expectations because we have limiting beliefs that we put on ourselves all the time. And you're capable of way more than your own limiting beliefs. We all are. Okay. So allow that growth to happen. And growth is about understanding and stepping into your healing journey, which is about going inside, pulling those things out that you didn't want to look at and look at them and go, okay, that's part of me. All right, I'm going to release that emotion because it doesn't feel so good. We're going to let that go. Right? Or we're going to pull out a belief. Does that still serve me? No? Okay, letting that go. If it does, that's great. But if not, let it go. That's the healing journey. All right? And so lots of love to you and good luck on your journey. And we're all here to help you if you need help. Okay? Thank you.
Thank
Lots
you,
of hugs.
Thanks. So, Purette, I have 2 cards from the Healing Heart. And yeah, they're deeper colored energy cards. There's grieving going on. I have the deep heart, which is believe in divine destiny. And it's that beautiful reflection of looking into the water and looking at oneself, remembering that you are a divine being. And I know Michelle was bringing up things about your mother and Tannis about the healing that needs to go on. Water is extremely healing. And with this card, it's almost kind of like looking in the mirror and kind of like looking at your reflection and kind of like having a conversation with her and letting her know how you feel, and also just reminding yourself, maybe not necessarily speaking to her, but looking at yourself and saying to yourself that, my mom was like this, but I forgive her and we are okay, we are healing. Positive affirmations, talking with ourselves, that beautiful reflection card of the water, and just us just being in our emotions and sitting with them and acknowledging them and honoring them, and just having that conversation with her if possible to help relieve some of that pain. um, and for me, I didn't have a good experience with my mom in my later life, and sometimes I still get like anxiety and fear when I accidentally dream about her. I feel like, she's here. So it takes a lot of work. I understand trauma, when it comes to parents. So before I share the other cards, I just wanted to share really quick. I got obsidian, and it's called Angelic Transition. And its self essence is empowered in the transition and in the still point. So, there again, coming into that quiet essence of who we are, standing in that middle, and just accepting the past, accepting who we are, for doing whatever forgiveness that you can do for her, but also um, forgiveness of yourself for feeling like, because there are times people say, well, I should have let go of this by now, and they'll beat themselves up about that. But no, there is a beautiful angelic transition going on. And with obsidian is a beautiful crystal to help you ground and help to absorb negative energy. So if there are times when you feel like these emotions come up with her, if you have an obsidian or you have a darker stone, like black tourmaline or onyx, you can sit there and just allow all those emotions to go into that crystal and ask that crystal, that stone, to help you relieve you of that pain. So I just want to bring in the obsidian really quick. The next card I did get was the grieving heart. Open doors to something new. So even though you are grieving, and you feel like your heart is breaking, you can still take, even though the heart's broken, you can still create a new one. You can create a new reality. For me, this feels very much like creating a new heart for her, and remembering good things if possible, and putting that love into that heart and sending that to her. But most importantly, making sure that you're sending that love to yourself as well, that you're taking care of your heart. And I also got the fertile void again. So with this card here, in this instance, it's just, going within, um, whether it's through meditation, um, or just being in the moment. And when you start feeling the heaviness or the shadow, just breathing in that beautiful pink light. Um, just, breathing it in and then breathing it out. And I love how this shows the petals going up to the top. So it's almost kind of like circular breathing, breathing in the beautiful love of that pink petals and breathing without, and doing a beautiful meditation, and just being able to release, through that way visually too. But here it says winter, rest, having patience. The patience is very strong in this one for me, and with you with rest, especially going into the winter and in this time where we learn to start working with the shadow and start working with things from our past, especially if they were traumatic. But that card too, it has that, even though it's a deeper green, that green is still part of the heart chakra and the healing light. So you have that beautiful pink and green light, just breathing that in and releasing it, and doing that several times, especially when things kind of get a little too heavy. And, even if you don't have one of those dark stones, any stone would be happy to help you. There are guardians, there are healers, there are guides. So they're here to help us. So I will leave it at that. Thank you, Pierrette. And, oh, did Trouble pop back in again?
He did.
Yeah, Trouble popped back in. Oh, and by the way, Trouble is going to be a guest on my channel tomorrow evening with Allison. So,
Woohoo.
yep, Trouble finds me wherever I go, right? Okay, we're at 8:45. So we have Jezreel and Cozumel. So, Michelle, if you want to stay for Jezreel, you can. I know you might want to need to use the ladies' room or something, or if you're ready to go. And then Tanys and I can do Liz. If that's
Okay,
okay
I can
with
go
you.
first if that's okay. All
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go right ahead.
Okay, if there's any time I have a message for what's ahead of me for the rest of the month, please and thank you. Well, we're doing spirit readings, and so I asked spirit who was around you, and the person that came through is I have a new understanding. Ironically, I understand life so much better now that I'm not physically alive, and they're laughing at themselves. Okay. Of course, my soul, like yours, is everyone else's, very much alive. In fact, I've learned that nothing can harm our souls because they are God's handiwork. Oh, sure, our emotions and our psyches can get wounded, but these are still a part of the human ego, so they can be healed with the right understanding. Basically, I've learned a complete compassion for myself, for everyone, and the process of life. I wasted so much time judging myself and others, and I held back because of insecurities that I had no foundation. Now I see there's nothing to fear at all because nothing bad can ever happen to you at a soul level. So please learn from my experiences. Live your life with gusto and joy. That's your message from a spirit guide that's around you, okay? So we're tapping into those ancestors. Okay, so this is what they came through and said that you can kind of step into. I got the Prince of Roses. Oh, you're happy for him. Well, this is a male. So
Her dad. So yeah,
it's
she's
your
gonna.
dad. Okay. So the print. This is a risk taker. He loves the thrill of the chase. He moves in quickly. He likes to win. He has a tendency to just kind of jump into the role. He's very enthusiastic, open-minded. This person brings a fresh energy. They can wear you out with the kind of the challenging behaviors a little bit, but they indicate that what they're saying is that your somebody's giving you advice. Your love life will be improved by movement, like a journey or a promotion. They're even saying just changing your residence and going on little trips and stuff. Oh, a big trip, like a foreign trip. Okay. Don't be shy about that. Um, yeah, there's be proud. Oh, he's also saying be really proud of yourself and your reputation. That's really sweet. Everyone wants to hear that from their dad. He goes, the one thing that he liked about his life was he was able to be kind of a pioneer in life, and he hopes that you can be original like him. Like that's one thing that he took with him that he liked. He says, don't look back, try fresh, trendy things, spend time with new people who stimulate you. Life is short. And then I got the ninth house, which indicates that travel is coming. Okay, this is literally the you see the weather balloons there? This is a very Sagittarian energy too. It's all about getting out and exploring foreign philosophies and foreign worlds. You can do this in the astral. You could also do this in the physical. So you can study Jyotish or go to India. It's the same type of, oh, there we go, embarking on an adventure. So
Wow.
know that he's with you on that adventure. This is a very adventurous soul. Hoping there's money to come in and cover it. Okay, I hope so too. There you go. Welcome abundance into your life. Tanys has already got it.
She's
We
got
got you.
Don't let it scare you, honey, because if it's coming, it's coming. This is who you're stepping into, the goddess of truth. And I think this is what he really likes about you. And again, see the ships going abroad? You're going to be stepping into your truth. I am open to new ideas, new techniques, and new people. You're getting out of your comfort zone. Okay, Jess? Use this gift when you notice you are resistant to allowing the possibility that new ways of doing things and other people might have something to contribute to your life and to attaining your goal. No one knows it all. It is not a weakness, but your greatest strength to know your limits and get out of your own way and let other people help you. Okay? Your tribe's out there and there might be foreign. Mine are too. They're great. They're all over the world. This is going to be great. Okay?
We're tribe.
Yeah, we are. We're tribe. So, and we're all over the place.
We are.
Oh, you're so welcome, Jess. And so then I got the generosity card. This is what your tribe really appreciates about you and how you can contribute because abundance is coming. Okay. See the Morganite there? That seems to be a theme tonight. I enjoy being generous. Those who are cheap are usually also petty and stingy with their love. Embrace the abundance the universe is going to give you by emulating it of giving of yourself, your time, and your resources. So your ideology about money is going to change, which is good. And it's going to change when you put yourself out there and you do some scary stuff. Okay. I love to help and give. That's awesome. That's wonderful. But that's just spirit recognizing that in you, that you're a generous soul, and to just share that with others when it comes, but do it with the right people, because that's the tribe that's coming your way. I'm so excited for you. I'm glad I got good
Awesome.
cards. I hope that was
Alrighty.
helpful, honey.
Awesome.
So Michelle has to go now, everybody. Michelle, thank you so much. I appreciate you for joining us this evening. It was so good to see you. And I'll catch you on the next one.
All right.
Have a
Thank you
good
so much
night.
for having me. Love you.
You're welcome. Love you too, sweetheart.
Lots of
Bye.
love.
All
She's
righty.
awesome.
Yes, she is.
Mhm.
Everybody's awesome, including the chat. Hashtag best chatters.
We do have the best chatters,
Yes,
indeed.
we do.
So, Jess, healing the past. So, look at healing the past. Let go of some of that stuff. The angels of healing are with you, okay? And it is your dad that I'm tuned into, and he's saying, be the real you. Don't be afraid to be the real you. He likes the real you, okay? Your greatest power comes from being who you truly are. Don't let anyone sway you from expressing that authentic self. Don't settle for less. You are a child of the divine. You deserve to have your dreams come true, so don't give up. Okay? And opening to love. So find what you're passionate about and do it. That's what this one is for you. Okay? The flames of passion. So find what you're passionate about and then ride those waves. Okay? Open your heart. No one is perfect. Stop judging yourself and others and let love heal the situation. Okay? And I have the travel. I'm embarking on an adventure.
Ooh.
I savor the wonders of the world. So trust your angels and let go of expectations of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has the perfect plan. Okay? So they're going to take care of the planning. Well, I mean, you'll have to do the physical planning, but they're going to tell you what to do. Your prayers are being answered. Okay? They're being received. Answers are going to come, perhaps in forms you didn't expect. So be open-minded about how your prayers will be answered. And let go of anything that's not serving you. It's just weighing you down. So let it go. And we do have an abundance card for you as well. Welcome abundance into your life. Prosperity is on its way. Have faith that Source will heal your financial challenges. Embrace this magic moment. You are in the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles. So allow your wishes to come true. Okay? And if you see a fountain, make a wish. Soaring into joy. Okay? Childlike wonder fills my life. So don't forget to play. Don't forget to step back and look at life from a child's eye, child's vision. Do you know what I mean by that? So instead of thinking about all of the heaviness, all the worries about something, step back and think, okay, so if I didn't have to worry about any of it, what would this experience be like? So if you don't have to worry about the money, you didn't have to worry about the logistics, if I had to just be in this moment, what would it be like to not worry about any of that other stuff right in this moment? That's what that means. Okay? So be in the moment and look at it through a child's eyes. Hope that's helpful.
Nice. And Jessry said, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Do people keep getting boats? Are we
Avalon.
maybe going to Avalon? Maybe. Who knows?
I
Maybe
want to
this
go to
trip might
Avalon.
be to me too. Maybe England might be somewhere in your future. Who knows? But I did get the Isle of Avalon, and it is about healing and returning to wholeness. So this travel, I'm seeing other. I've seen some. I've got some really interesting cards here, Jezri. So this journey, this returning to wholeness, is all about transformation, as well. Now, I saw in the chat, and there went, how am I going to? You will be able to find a way to do it because I have this beautiful golden color, and it says dedication, trust, and future rivers and oceans. So follow the stream. So if you have faith and you trust and you dedicate yourself to the idea that you're going to manifest whatever this travel is or what it is that you want to do, it is going to come your way. And when you do, you're going to, well, first of all, you're going to get confirmation, and it's going to be the right timing, and there's going to be a perfect opportunity, and it's going to be either going to have a dream, a vision, or waking insight, intuition, where you see it in your mind, but you will receive a beautiful confirmation. And I love how this looks like a perfume bottle, and she's just kind of taking a whiff of, of knowledge, of knowing, just breathing that essence of spirit into her intuition. And when you do go on this trip, I think, and you know what is interesting is this trip could maybe even be internally too. This could be maybe an astral trip that she takes, or she goes on a spiritual, maybe shamanic journey of some kind or whatever. But there is going to be some sort of type of journey that's going to be taken, whether spiritual, astral, physical, because I did get water codes, ancient wisdom. The intelligence is within you. So whatever this trip you take, whether it's like I said, physical, whether it's an astral, it's a spiritual. I mean, Miss Tanys here does shamanic journeys and traveling, and she also works with water healing called aqua lead, right? Did I
Yep.
get it correct?
Yep.
And so um, there are so many things that we are learning about now with our bodies, and knowing that water is so important to our bodies, within ourselves and within our cell. Well, I'm saying cells, not cells, but within our
Both.
cells. Huh?
Both.
Both,
Both.
yes. There are those codes, and there is wisdom hidden in those codes. And when you do this trip or this journey, you're going to find you're going to be able to tap more into that. So I just love that card. This is one of my favorite decks. This is the Healing Waters, by Rebecca Campbell. So yes, beautiful cards, Jesri, and I hope you are feeling better, because she wasn't feeling too good last week. So
Healing vibes.
again, remember, hydrate, water, 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 and hydrate, and plenty of rest.
You can put aqualite in your water.
I'm interested in that because I'm very much a water baby at times. So yes, and even Kaylee says Aqualite is great.
Yep.
And we had Scorpio Mama join us. Hello, Serena. Thank you for being here. And so our last read for the night, Kazumel, are you still here? I haven't seen you in a bit, I don't think. It's hard for me to like read and connect and follow the chat sometimes at the same time. Not as easy as it may seem. Tarot
It could
stash.
be.
Great topic for. Oh, it could be.
Yeah, we could talk all about water.
I love water.
We could talk about
Water's
aqualite.
great.
We could talk about studies. We could talk about putting crystals in water.
We can talk about Jason Momoa in Aquaman Part 2.
Oh, we could. Yeah.
Yeah. Can't leave that out.
Oh, Liz is still here. Perfect.
Yep. Liz is
All
here.
right.
Okay.
Awesome. So Liz, stay the course. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. Okay. The healing path. Have no fear. Fear is a trap of the ego. Allow me to use my sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings holding you back. Okay. You have an important new relationship coming into your life. So this is like mentor, friend. For me, it feels that kind of relationship. Okay. Sorry.
I bet you did, Carol. I wouldn't put it past you. But
We
I'm
need
sure
to talk,
his trident is bigger than yours.
Okay.
I just did not go there.
You just did.
Whap.
I hope you've got your fan out there, Gerald. Yes, so open your mind and heart to happiness so that it can enter your life. Okay, so this person is going to come in and really help you. They're going to support you. But you need to know that your greatest power comes from being who you truly are. Don't let anyone sway you from expressing your authentic self. Be the real you, Liz. Okay? Get your power back. You've forgotten who you are. You are a child of the divine. Take your power back. Okay? It's there. Proceed softly. My inner power grows in moments of quietude. So having those moments to just be. Okay? Drink the tea, smell the flowers. Enjoy those little pleasures, because the next one's savoring pleasures. I fully embrace bliss in my life. So really, like, I'm seeing, like, almost as you have your morning coffee or tea.
No,
Sorry. It's the comments. It's the comments.
When trouble is in chat, things go, the shenanigans.
I'm seeing you almost taking your coffee or your tea and making it into like almost a ceremony for yourself, so that you're really taking the time to, like stirring your coffee and having intention, putting love into it. You're receiving from angels, so know that they're around you and embrace this magical moment. You're in the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles. So allow your wishes to become fulfilled. Okay?
Yep.
And then welcome abundance into your life. Prosperity is on its way. So rising above. So you've been in the mud here, and the lotus comes out of the mud into the light. So that's what you're in the process of doing. Okay? You're rising out of that lotus into the light. You're going to start to exceed your own expectations. So I soar into excellence. So this is all the growth. The soul is growing, and you're tapping into that energy that's coming down. So we got lots of light codes coming down for you as well, and you're letting that speed up your growth. And you'll soon be flying free, okay, with the dove. So lots of peace coming as well. So allow yourself, and I'm really feeling like air is important for you. So like making sure you can open your windows, get the fresh air through. I feel like that's super important for you right now. Okay. Yeah, so air and water are the elements to tap into. And keep working with the celestate. That's really coming through as well. Okay? Hope that's helpful, Liz. Lots of love.
Alrighty. Wow. So Liz, your reading is on fire. Literally. I love these colors. They're all fall. So this fall, it is very much about healing, stepping into your true power. And I just have beautiful cards. I do have the hurt heart, and it says I see you. So you are acknowledged. Your heart is thankful. Your spirit is thankful that you are acknowledging the hurt, that you are not looking away from it, that you are embracing it, and that you see that your heart is hurting. You are hurting. She is hurting. But know that beautiful love is there. It's kind of weird, but you're in this together. You two, there's a respect, there's an understanding, there is it's kind of like when a twin gets hurt and the other twin feels it, just as much, if not more. It's that acknowledgement of, yes, I feel you. I still have my emotions. We've been hurt, but it's raw, but yet it's where it's weird to say, but there is a power. Oh, maybe it's not weird. There is a power in feeling that pain, experiencing that pain, and then owning that pain and being able to see it for what it is, and to still love it, and to still care for it, and still have room in your heart for it. This is such a powerful deck. I love this deck. The next card I have is the intuitive heart, and it says step into your true identity. So this is where we take that pain and we move into who we truly are. Another beautiful red, and I love how there's the balance of the heart and the mind together on here, learning that beautiful balance, being watchful of our thoughts and making sure that we are not hurting ourselves, even if we may not intentionally be doing it, but just being mindful of what we're saying to ourselves, what we're thinking, and learning how to connect certain feelings with our thoughts. But it's but by doing that, you take your power back. You become you know who you are. You step in your power. You find out who you are. It's that beautiful red, again, that phoenix, that transformative energy. And the heart in here has wings on it, and also there's that beautiful balance too. I don't know if people can see, but they made it into a scale. And for me, this feels kind of like a fire. So for me, again, that transmutation, that transformation, that phoenix. And then the last card, oh my god, I just love this. It's called the hopeful heart. An exciting surprise is coming your way. So working on this, and I know you have been on an intuitive level, or you are in the process of doing that. Don't lose that hope. You know it's in your heart. Your heart's speaking to you, and you are speaking to your heart. Find again what it is that makes you happy. That beautiful roots. Let that compassion, let that joy, let that take root within you, and let it grow and blossom. And just the beautiful fall colors in all of these cards, and that beautiful, glorious red glow of self, because that's that solar plexus, your place of personal power, your truth, your authenticity, your vulnerability. But that's also a beautiful attribute to be able to show people, being your authentic self, your vulnerable self, but it also shows how resilient you are. So beautiful cards, Liz. I hope they resonated with you. It says, looks like a willow tree. Caitlin said, it's kind of hard. I don't think it's a willow, but it is, well, you know what? It could be like, it's like the shape of the veins too in the heart. Jenna Della Gratalia is an incredible artist. She's done almost all of Colette Baron Reed's decks, except for the last one. So her work kind of like it's beautiful, it's detailed, but at the same time, it allows for your, when you look at it, for your intuition and your mind to see things. So if you saw that card and you saw that willow, connect with that willow and what the willow represents to you, the goddess energy, the feminine, the intuitive. So yeah, just
Or
like
Twillow.
or Twillow. Oh, Miss Tanya's here. There we go. It's beautiful. Yes, it is. Oh, she's in tears of joy. Oh my
It's
goodness.
beautiful.
Yes, that would make an awesome tattoo. And also finally able to get up to my roof to meditate in the morning. Oh,
First time in a
fresh
year.
air. Thank you, go. Yep. Wow. It is beautiful. All righty. We are at 9:09.
Awesome.
So thank you everybody for joining us. Tanys, again, thank you. Thank Michelle
Thank
Marie
you.
for joining me. It was such a pleasure and joy to be on your channel that I just couldn't wait to invite you and have you on mine. So thank you for blessing my channel by coming.
Well,
I
thank
appreciate
you.
you both.
I'm honored. I'm honored.
And
Thank you
so
so
look
much.
forward to having you and Michelle again on some other at some other time. And everybody have a great night. Thank you again. Lots of lives coming up for the next couple nights. Gerald will be a guest on mine tomorrow night for some fun haunted location readings with me and Allison. And who knows what other kind of shenanigans, that might come up on a Friday night, especially when trouble is in chat. So, and also Terry Renner will be a guest on my channel tomorrow afternoon. So come by and say hi to Terry and I. And do you have anything tomorrow night?
I do, yeah.
Weekend?
Ramsey and I are on tomorrow
Oh,
night
I'd like Ramsey.
for open mic. So that's on
Awesome.
at 7 as well. And I'm teaching all weekend. So there's lots of stuff happening with the school also. Yeah,
Busy
so stay
lady.
tuned. Stay tuned. Then we have Twillow Talk on Monday.
Woohoo.
So
All righty. So again, everybody, thank you. Have a great day, evening, night, wherever you are. And we'll see you next time. Peace
lots
and
of
love.
love.
Bye-bye.
Bye.